Today on Fast Food Face Off, we're going to find out who has the best bacon cheeseburger. Let's get into it.
Fast food face off! Fast food face off! Fast food face off!
What is up, fast food fanatics? We figured since this month is National Burger Month, why not do who has the best bacon cheeseburger? We took a couple of these companies. These are the top 4 rated companies that I could find online, and these are a variety of their bacon cheeseburgers. We have Smashburger, we have Five Guys, we have Wendy's, and we have Burger King. Let's get into it. So I figured start off with the OG, the Baconator, right? It's kind of what hit off the craze as far as these outrageous bacon cheeseburgers from fast food companies are concerned. So I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to work my way to the left. Took me a second, I don't know why, but this is the Baconator. I also got the new barbecue bourbon bacon cheeseburger because it's a new limited edition item, and I wanted to see whether or not it stacked up to its kind of big brother. Let's see how it tastes. Welcome back, Tasty Vibe Tribe. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get through all 8 of these burgers, so stick around to the end to see if I can. So there's a reason why this is the OG kind of fast food bacon cheeseburger, at least in modern memory. It's just no frills, exactly what you want it to be. It's beef, it's cheese, a lot of bacon, and then just a little bit of ketchup to be able to round some things off. This is one of my favorite bacon cheeseburgers, and when I feel like having a bacon cheeseburger, it's usually my go-to. I know that this burger was super popular in like the Atkins diet era, and then now with like the keto diet, because basically if you take off the buns, it's pretty much going to be within the limits of those diets. Honestly, I think what makes a good bacon cheeseburger, other than obviously, you know, the bacon and the cheese, is just how like the textures complement one another. So I mean, ground beef is obviously different texturally than bacon, and then you get kind of like how the cheese melts and coagulates with like the sauce. And then obviously something else that's overlooked is a good bun.
Look at these big old buns. Yeah!
And in the fast food game, I think Wendy's actually has a pretty good bun. I know it's a bacon cheeseburger video, and the last thing that you would think about is a bun, but all of these fast food places are surprisingly good when it comes to making sure that that bun is not overlooked. Also, I do like the fact that off of the popularity of the Baconator, Wendy's made the smart move of making kind of a junior Baconator. They have what they call Son of Baconator for people that kind of still want to be able to have this kind of a burger experience, but are maybe watching their calories or their portion sizing. So they just made like a junior version of this burger, which is also delicious. We're going to follow that up with Wendy's new Bourbon Bacon Cheeseburger. This is a limited edition add-on to the menu, so I wanted to try it before they take it off. Before I get any further into the video, if you guys enjoy the content, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you can stay up to date with what we have going on in future videos. And also, let's share this video around so that we can stay growing that Tasty Vibe Tribe. Let's see how this tastes. So this is also very good. I'm a big fan of barbecue sauce and the way that it kind of pairs well with bacon cheeseburgers, and this is no exception. I like when companies do things like onion rings or like the haystack onion sometimes that Smashburger does, to be able to add a little bit of texture, and then also I think how the onion flavor pairs with kind of like barbecue sauce, it goes a long way for bacon cheeseburgers, and this is no exception. Wendy's has been absolutely killing it lately with their limited release options. Between the pretzel bacon pub line, the jalapeno popper chicken sandwich, and now this one. So the barbecue sauce in this isn't just like a regular barbecue sauce. There's a little sweetness coming through in it. I don't know that I necessarily get bourbon, but it does taste better than just a generic barbecue sauce. More on the sweeter side and less on the like the smoky mesquite side of barbecue sauce. This actually reminds me a lot of just a beefed up version of the rodeo bacon cheeseburger from Burger King, which was a favorite of mine. So this is a no-brainer for somebody like me. Your guys' mileage may vary, I think. Don't go into this expecting like a ton of the bourbon flavor, which I think is more of a marketing thing than anything. But if you just like barbecue bacon cheeseburgers and like onion rings and stuff like that, this is definitely gonna speak to you. We're gonna follow that up with Five Guys. So it's been a while since I've been to Five Guys, but I remember liking their cheeseburgers a lot. I know I really like their french fries. So let's see how these stack up as far as the rest of these cheeseburgers are concerned. I went with one of their more like special menu items. I mean, most people know that it exists. It's not exactly like a hidden menu item, but it's their patty melt, where they pretty much make grilled cheese out of the buns, and then you can add whatever, you know, ingredients you want and see how it tastes. There's a noticeable difference in the quality of burger. And I mean that in a really, really good way. All the little elements that add up to something that's simple, like just a bacon cheeseburger, there's maybe only 3-4 elements in there. They're just done very well at Five Guys. The quality and texture of the bread, you get like a nice browning on there, you get a nice crisp, there's a buttery richness that comes through in the bread. The cheese itself is very, you know, ooey gooey and melty. It's what you picture when you think of a cheeseburger. And then the quality of the beef is just very good as well. It's hard to compete with a company like Five Guys that I definitely think, because their menu is just stripped down and very simplified, that they can go with a better quality of beef, and it shows.
Ever wonder why Five Guys burgers taste so good? That's because their hand-formed patties are made from a blend of chuck and sirloin beef that's always fresh, never frozen.
The more and more I get through this burger, just the better it keeps consistently getting, which is impressive because it was already a good burger. I think that this is going to be a very good choice. Up next is Five Guys Double Bacon Cheeseburger. This is about as traditional as you're going to get. You got a seeded bun, 2 burger patties, cheese, ketchup, and pickles. I kept it real simple with this one, and I want to see how it stacks up to what I've already had. So again, very good. The pickles are nice and bright. Quality of the beef and the cheese, still great. Just the difference in having this bun the way that it's intended as opposed to toasted. It complements something more like a bacon cheeseburger than, you know, something like a patty melt. This is also an awesome burger. So originally when I went to Five Guys, I was gonna try to see if I can do, instead of the patty melt, my rendition of kind of like an Elvis style cheeseburger with bacon and then peanut butter and banana. And I know that sounds like a weird combination, but I was just curious to see whether or not they would do it. They would put most of it on the side. It's weird though that I found out that they actually don't use fresh banana in their milkshakes. They use like some sort of a banana mix-in or whatever that's supposed to be, which was kind of disappointing. I figured someplace like Five Guys would have just used regular bananas, but I guess I understand from a logistical standpoint why it makes more sense to use some sort of like a dehydrated mix-in.
I don't care what anyone says, I stand by the fact that I think a burger would be good with bacon, peanut butter, and banana on it. Let me know some of the weird combinations that you guys have put on hamburgers down below in the comments section.
4 down, 4 left. Let's get started with Burger King's Sourdough Bacon Cheeseburger. So this was also recently brought back onto their menu. I do think that maybe they might make this a full-time menu item. I'm not sure. But either way, I enjoyed it when it was a older iteration, and I wanted to make sure I got it again before they took it off the menu just in case. So this is really good, and it's as good as I remember it. The way that you get kind of that charred flavor from the beef from Burger King pairs really well with the sourdough, and then I do think that they put some sort of a sauce on here. It is just ketchup and mayonnaise. I could be wrong, but either way, just the way that that plays in with like the slight sourness that you get from the bread, and then the unctuousness that you get from the beef, the bacon, the cheese, it's just a really nice complete bite.
Till this day, my all-time favorite burger from a fast food restaurant is a sourdough bacon Swiss from Burger King, and I really hope that they bring it back.
So these are some of the places that were voted the best places to get bacon cheeseburgers from, and then obviously there's some of my favorites as well. Where's your guys' favorite place to get a bacon cheeseburger from? Let us know down in the comment section. So we did the Sourdough King, and now we're going to do the traditional Bacon King. More or less Burger King's response to Wendy's Baconator. Let's see how it stacks up. It's very good. That bun is like super pillowy. So like kudos to Burger King. It's like almost like a nice like brioche. I think it helps this burger if it was any other, like if it was just like the seeded burger bun that Burger King uses for like the Whopper. I think that this might not be quite as good, but the combination with the bun surprisingly makes the difference. I think I prefer the sourdough just because I really genuinely enjoy sourdough, but this is very good. So I wanted to take a second because I just wanted to grab some Pepsi Blue. I know that I've mentioned this on Instagram. This is a limited edition release from Pepsi. This is basically my freshman year in a bottle. The soda helps kind of break up the cheeseburgers a little bit differently than the water does. So, you know, if you guys see this random blue drink, you at least know what it is. Basically tastes like blueberry kind of cotton candy. It's delicious. Back to the cheeseburgers.
Every time I take a sip of Pepsi Blue, it just brings me back to being 14 years old, playing really bad punk rock music in my dad's garage. Just simpler times back then. Simpler times.
Okay, so realistically, I'm gonna give this burger the old college try, but I do not know that I'm gonna be able to finish this last burger, mainly because I just really underestimated the amount of chewing going into double bacon cheeseburgers. I should have realistically did this with just single patty burgers and I'd have been able to do it. But because mama didn't raise no punk, I'm gonna at least try to get through this one for you guys. I do think that this is a limited menu item for Smashburger as well, so I can at least give you the review on that. And if I have it in me, I'll see if I can at least take a bite of this so that I can tell you guys what I thought of it. Let's try to finish this up. This is their Brisket bacon cheeseburger. I can't imagine that there's gonna be much wrong with this. Let's see how this one stacks up. So first impression, this is a very good burger. The balance between the barbecue portion of it and then the beef, the nice tang that you get from the pickles is cutting through in a really nice way. And then the bun itself is really nice. It's a little deflated now just because it's been sitting around a little bit, but when I first got it, it was more like the brioche bun from Burger King. I do wish that maybe there was a little bit more sauce on this. Not that I'm a saucy barbecue guy, but I do think it would just done a little bit more for the moisture in the burger.
I think Smashburger could have taken a page out of Wendy's book and maybe done something more along the lines of the pretzel bacon pub cheeseburger and maybe switched up some of the sauces to something like the mustard that they had going on in that burger.
Considering that this is a fast food burger place, the brisket itself actually isn't that bad. There's a little bit of smoke on it and the flavor is pretty good. The salt balance is nice. Obviously, if you've ever had good barbecue, you can usually tell the difference between kind of like a store-bought or a legitimate barbecue spot's barbecue sauce and their smoked meats. In this case, you definitely can tell there's just something about like a lingering smokiness that real good barbecue has that this just, you know, doesn't have. Still very tasty though.
As you guys can see by my face, I'm struggling to power through the rest of these burgers. Stick around to see whether or not I can finish, and hang on for the final review and a ranking of all of these bacon cheeseburgers.
Final review time. So, sorry guys, I couldn't finish that last cheeseburger. I just didn't have it in me. Honestly, I think if I would have just not doubled up on all of the cheeseburgers, I would have been able to do that when I was going through the drive-thru of a lot of these places where I was like, double it, double it. So anyway, I do think that this is pretty clear-cut as far as the ordering of this. My favorite was the Five Guys Bacon Double Cheeseburger. That thing was absolutely amazing. In my mind, that should be the prototype for all these companies as far as their double cheeseburgers go. Just straightforward, to the point, quality ingredients. Every small element was thought about, and it just makes for a really appealing bite. I think number two is always going to be the classic for me, the Double Baconator from Wendy's. It's really good beef, cheese, bacon. It's not far off from what Smashburger does. And then I know that this might, upset some people, but I personally think that the sourdough bacon cheeseburger has to be number 3. The way that the sourdough complements the nature of the kind of unctuousness from the bacon, the beef, the cheese, and then the special sauce that they put on there, it just makes for a very appealing bite. I think that number 4 is, even though I didn't have it, the Smashburger double bacon cheeseburger. I've had it before, I just wasn't able to have it today. And Smashburger does a good job there as well. Burger King's Bacon King comes in at number 5. A lot of these are very similar. It's just there's subtle differences about what I like about them. And then I would say number 6 is the patty melt from Five Guys. In my opinion, it's absolutely delicious and arguably could be even number 2 on this list. But since we're just going straight bacon cheeseburgers, the patty melt, it's much more of a patty melt kind of experience, which is what it is, as opposed to just your traditional bacon double cheeseburger experience. I think that anybody who enjoys a bacon double cheeseburger would enjoy that. Number 7 for me is the new double bourbon bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's. That burger is very good. Like I had said initially, it reminds me of the rodeo bacon cheeseburger from Burger King amplified. But in a shootout between all of these other great burgers, the reason why it fell to number 7 is just it's a very different kind of bacon cheeseburger experience, and your guys' mileage is absolutely going to vary there. And then last but not least is that smoked cheddar brisket burger from Smashburger. It is a good burger. I would just say, in my opinion, that it's hard for me, even on a sliding scale, to give anybody who puts something like brisket on a burger the benefit of the doubt. A good burger for sure, and I would suggest, if you guys like, barbecue style burgers, to try it, but it's going to definitely be the last one on my list. The calories and the price. A lot of this is actually fairly close. Calories are somewhere between $9.50 on the low end and then I think $13.00 on the high end. And then the price is somewhere between $7 on the low end from somewhere like Wendy's, and then surprisingly $10 on the high end from some place like Smashburger. I do think what's crazy about that is that Five Guys, in my opinion, as a whole, I think has one of the best just burger franchises in general, and their prices are very reasonable for what you get from them. That pretty much wraps it up for us over here, guys. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. If you aren't already, head over to our Instagram and give us a follow so that you can get up to date with that exclusive Tasty Vibe Tribe content and the reviews we do over there. And remember, if you are what you eat, always eat amazing.